Star Rail, going to be checking out the version 3.7 Trailblaze mission. So, let me just make sure I'm saving abilities, rewards. And if I find out what I should run, I guess. Right, focus everything.
As I bid farewell to High Sealants at the vortex of Genesis, I noticed something strange about the Time Core Flame, and was immediately dragged into the Memoria Tide of Oblivion by Evernight. She was once the hidden power that March manifested by sacrificing all of her memories. Yet now, she harbors other secret intentions in her heart. Meanwhile, Dawn Hung warped back to the Express via Spirit Warp Jump, only to discover a Memo Snatcher invasion. Everyone then realized that the Remembrance's forces had already permeated Amphorius and blocked outside intervention. To establish contact with me, Dawn Hung was determined to return to Amphorius immediately. After waking up in the false Trailblaze, I managed to escape with help from Cyrene and Sunday. Unfortunately, Evernight held absolute control, causing me to fall into the Memoria Tide once again. However, Black Swan took this opportunity to quietly approach Evernight. Dawn Hung returned to Amphorius and beckoned the heroic spirit of Finan with divine blood. The destruction, descending from the sky, pierced through the memory zone and discovered the most hidden corner of the world. In pursuit of Evernight, Dawn Hung arrived at the charred remnants of the Grove of Epiphany. In the grove, where memories became disjointed, Dawn Hung received help from Dawn Feng within his memories and completed his farewell to the past. In their final moments, the Earth demigod Terravox entrusted all their duty and authority to Dawn Hung. With this newfound strength, Dawn Hung found me within the Memoria Tide. We entered the Nameless Titan's great tomb and discovered its secret. Across the 30 million cycles of eternal recurrence, every incarnation of Cyrene had come here, offering herself to the Remembrance. With Black Swan's help, we found Evernight in the depths of the Great Tomb. When all seemed lost, Evernight was captured by March's camera and trapped within the memory maze of Ides Elysiae. After several lengthy conversations, March and Evernight reached an agreement. Evernight returned March's memories, and March finally returned to our side. With every condition for the Era Nova fulfilled, we returned to the depths of the Great Tomb and initiated the final Era Nova ceremony.
Yeah, it's a recap.
It's still early. Where to now?
It's the
This view hasn't changed at all, has it? The hometown in your memories never changes, but when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend.
oh, I'm on and so what's else friend? Sorry.
Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up. But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right? Then I'm really looking forward to that.
No, she actually lived onwards and such. What's that?
Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond the veil of Id Silicii, what kind of Amphorius is being born? I can see fragments of it when I close my eyes. The friends who walked alongside us have all moved on toward their respective destinies. Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Others sowing reason, laying down the law, and with gentle hands lifting newborns into the light. Death and strife are no longer feared by people, and trickery has become the innocent games of children. All beings living ordinary and peaceful lives, within the net woven by romance and passage. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction.
That's right.
The world on the other side of the sea is one bathed in sunlight. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia, until it reaches the moment decided by the prophecy.
Several.
Light calendar 4931, month of freedom, the moment belonging to world bearing. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend?
That's
Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this world, made from countless wishes.
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach Light Calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time, but surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years,
so.
right?
Haven't I have combined together, or is this just?
That won't be necessary. We can simply sleep, and the chronocognitive anchor will wake us up.
Hello, haven't I? We're all stone.
That's right. We've both become a part of the new
Oh,
world.
so it's just a
Just waiting for you now.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth, possibly due to the influence of the Trailblaze. I am now connected with this earth, and I can feel the breath of every mountain range. I see that the tallest among them is named Akama, and the form of the holy city is already taking shape.
Cool.
In other words, your stage is almost set. Do you want to take a leaf out of Kefali's book and make some prophecies before your nap?
But we're not the only ones who have changed. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb has reacted to the Aranova.
Ooh. What's that book?
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles of destruction.
Oh no. It's time to take over the planet.
You know, you don't have to shoulder this world all on your own. After someone boards the Express, the world alone ceases to exist. So, as we reach the end of time, no one will be left to face it alone. Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together, alongside all of the Express.
I know. Thank you, friends. Nah, let's go for this. Seriously, can't be that protagonist for once.
There'll be plenty of time for you to show off in the future.
She meant to say that a hero only turns up at the most pivotal moment.
All right. It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap. Look after this world for us.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Bye.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we set off. Heidi's Elysiae is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more.
These people don't.
I wonder just what is the outside world like?
Nope, there's like CIA stuff.
The scent of the black tide is now completely calm. At last, the starting point of 30 million cycles has finally welcomed.
Its first end. And the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom for him. Nor is there a star that is his. Finan is the only one who didn't reach the new world.
No. Trust it won't be again for sure.
Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth, like the prophecies of Amphorius. It has to be a sign he left behind. It points towards the destruction and the deepest night. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot the last time we set off? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then, still unsure of the role you were meant to play. But now, everyone has already given you the answer. The heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed a hero. Just like how your arrival kickstarted Amphorius' fate once more. A person's personality is their destiny.
together while making it the best possible.
We best. Those are such beautiful words. Thank you, friend. I was also trying to cheer myself up with what I said. After all, before we truly compose the end of this story, I must also pluck up the courage to head off with you. And face a memory that I have forgotten for too long, and have denied for too long.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the Nameless Titan. The deepest recesses of memory. Also, the place where Cyrene was born.
Weren't you born in IDCPCI?
My apologies, friend. The more memories I got back along the way, the more I felt that something wasn't right. There's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. It's like when I was back in ID Silicii, when the reflections in the water always made me wonder, which is the real me? The one reflected in the water, or the one standing on the shore? But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall are the answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies. As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey. But as it turns out, the narrator is also the most devoted audience. At the moment of Aranova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories. Within the glistening crystal, I saw countless Cyrenes, as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition, a grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god, the 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore, the demi-urge, is right here.
Okay, so I guess it can currently sky.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling.
Okay, let's go to the scene.
But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Do you wish to reminisce with us? Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jingyuan. The Alliance only authorized the law food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer Strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. So why can't you see things clearly now? Look who's talking. I didn't vote against it, did I? But with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships in reserve, just in case. Whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hands. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the Luofu take the lead in this battle.
Oh my, Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the Luofu might steal the Yao Qing's glory?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the war dance ceremony, though the chaos has settled, rumors and speculation are only growing by the day. With Elder Huaiyan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. But once the Luofu gets their hands on the golden blood, it'll be a whole different story. With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you, I don't need to spell it out. There are countless ways this could be spun into something bigger.
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. When I volunteered for this task, I never expected unanimous support from the Alliance anyway. The Luofu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first win. Then we'll leverage this Golden Blood in the negotiations. Our second win. These 2 wins for the Luofu will make all 3 of us happy. And that'll be our third win. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal, we'd be rolling in money, wouldn't we?
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuchue must understand even more than the Luofu how significant this battle is. Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune. It involves the eons and is thus beyond what mere mortals can comprehend.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady Fu's.
Come on. How hard is it to understand the word uncertainty? For the Cobalt Head, the emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival, and the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs. The Astral Express is leading the formation of an allied force, but I can see each faction has its own hidden agenda. There are even divisions within the Alliance, so it's not that hard to imagine how the other factions will react. Jing Yuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sadunirama Star Cluster.
It's bullshit. Yeah, but it's a destruction.
Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. The IPC, even the denizens of Abundance, could take them on. However, while Void Rangers are just expendable pawns of the destruction, the real wild cards are...
The Lord Ravagers.
Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. I'm afraid conventional military tactics and strategies will be useless against them. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, we must disregard casualties and spare no cost. My only fear is... one wrong move, and the Luofu will fall into Fintilia's trap again, inching ever closer to destruction.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? To save future generations from war and bloody dispute. The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that the Trailblaze walks alongside us, the Cloud Knights shall keep their oath as they have from the beginning. I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal. Everyone, time to move out.
Did she and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try to locate Iron Tomb from within the world. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest everyone, except Pom-Pom, join the fight.
Here we go.
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies. I have no objection to this.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Now we just wait for those 2 to get back. Oh, and just like that, they're here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius, and now it's just waiting for the first shot.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination? Amphorius! 3, 2, 1, launch!
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here. Unlike Panagoni's dreamscape, this place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all myths begin and end. And in this new world created by the Nameless, the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better for me to not show myself in front of the Garden of Recollection. And, Mr. Sunday, you probably shouldn't show yourself either.
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately. Over.
This is the Cianjo Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. No response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising. But I didn't expect the family to also stay silent at such a critical moment.
bodyguard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say. Long time no see, Miss Himeko.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Zulo. Only through victory can we disperse the shadow of Iron Tomb that looms over countless worlds. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect inorganic beings.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all star zones within the medical system.
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of the Firmament Arbiters still trying to make a profit?
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. That's the current policy at the very least.
Of course, that's
But if the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems, we'll have more cards to play when reiterating to the board the necessity of deep cooperation.
It makes sense, since Interracial Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in Epsilon. But why are all the other worlds on the list? Places that the Elation has visited?
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please understand that everyone at Pierpoint is swamped with Iron Tomb work, especially the marketing development department. At this rate, even the 10 Stonehearts can only do so much. Having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos. Wouldn't you agree?
As an old Xianzhou saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on by the 7 Arbiter Generals. I'm just here to relay the message. In times of crisis, the Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need. However, the prerequisite is that the IPC must unconditionally assist the Alliance with emergency rescue operations in the disaster area.
Of course. In the name of preservation, all for the Amber Lord.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope for the best in all that's to come. It's about time we dive into the vortex and see what Amphorius looks like on the inside. I wonder where she and the others are right now.
Audible. Oh, this is it. First one.
Hello. How's the
Hey.
signal? Can you hear us?
Hello, ball.
Ah, we're through! I can see the video feed. Everything's working perfectly.
Okay. She's the only one who's been.
Miss Branya? Miss Serval? What a surprise. It's been a while.
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Belobog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm. Is everything going smoothly?
Don't worry, we're still following the plan step by step. How's the situation in Belobog?
Yarillo 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a risk from the aftershocks. Matt Kitchapard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane Guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. Zila and Lynx just got back from the Geomarrow vein production chain. Hey, do you want to say something to them?
That would be unnecessary. It'll only shake their morale. Just tell them to stay safe.
Miss Branya, I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine. Please, be sure to follow Miss Topaz's instructions and make thorough preparations.
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Damn. Really? Oh shit. Spent all that time making it up.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Belobog is far more resilient than we imagined. We really wish we could help, but Yarillo 6 has only just woken up from its hibernation. The Astral Express, standing at the forefront of disaster, is the hope for many ordinary civilizations across the universe.
In the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively smaller civilizations have never had many options. But that's exactly why we have a resolve that's second to none.
If anything goes wrong... Miss Topaz, I hope you can help out and rescue the affected citizens.
No problem. Also, didn't the Xianzhou sign a friendship agreement with Yarillo 6 earlier? They won't stand by idly either.
I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But Yarillo 6 is our home. We will defend it to our last breath until the last Belobogian falls.
Oh, hopefully you won't do that.
Miss Branya. May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength weather this crisis together.
So there is more. Good. Central Alliance or second. Thanks for shenanigan.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current situation, and I'm here to relay their message. Officially, the Alliance's combat forces will still be limited to the Luofu, but the Yaoqing has also been deployed in the surrounding war zone as a contingency.
Words cannot express our gratitude. Getting the hunt to agree on sending troops must have taken quite some effort from General Jing Yuan.
The Lawfu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something the Xianzhou seeks from this Iron Tomb operation. But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. With a formidable enemy before us, the Alliance has no reason to back down. Nor will we be content to take a back seat. If we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis, then we must do so, even at the cost of our own lives.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness. It's fortunate that the cosmos has great heroes like you.
You're too kind.
Everywhere.
As for that Jade Abacus of Allying Oath, you can save it for when you're in more dire need.
All the needs all done. Don't give up on me. This treasure I summon. What's this one? Good. Activated from Anger. It's also G. Oh wait, what?
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. And it would be difficult to meet the expectations of the Astral Express. However, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. So let me offer you all a small suggestion, just from my personal perspective. Other departments at the IPC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch to you. When that time comes, I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the Trailblaze, even though we were in a difficult position. And more importantly, we were the only ones willing to do so. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it? But trust me, every word comes straight from the heart.
Has the internal conflict within the IPC really gotten this bad?
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo, but at least until now, they've had an uneasy truce. Until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention. I'll leave it at that, as it's confidential information. Hope you can understand.
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb crisis. Let's hope for success from the start. This might help ease everyone's pressing concerns.
I know. Galaxy Vigilance. Ooh. No response.
Of course, we would never know the Ranger's comings and goings.
Still here, just like random. Yes. So this is G.
Miss Himiko, is that you?
Oh, no, what, Robin?
Yes? And you are Miss Robin.
Yes. I apologize for not being able to respond during the meeting earlier. And even now I can only appear in disguise. On behalf of the Penaconian family branch, I
I extend my sincerest apologies to everyone. We tried to request aid from the family. We essentially received no response.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family. Miss Robin, there's no need to apologize. Every bit of strength is precious at this moment.
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of the shareholders of Penacony, the family heads have agreed to allow me to lead all Asdanian tuners to the front lines. My charitable foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle. They'll ensure that proper arrangements are provided for those wounded on the front lines, and for residents in affected areas.
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice. The Astral Express would also like to make a promise that we won't leave any companion behind.
There should be everyone. That's... Boss.
Why is there no one here?
Everything in Akama seems normal. The New World was enjoying peaceful times not long ago.
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago, Miss Himiko.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. The remembrance tells me this place was bustling with people just moments ago.
So all appearance doesn't disappear?
It's as if everyone vanished in an instant.
Could this be Xandar's doing?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses. Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom that makes an entire city fall silent in an instant. Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony. Complete silence.
Is often the prelude to divine intervention.
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come. Here they come. The nameless of the Astral Express.
Evernight? How is this possible? She was already...
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three Nameless?
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world. Now, they are no longer the Trailblazers you once knew, but gods who permeate heaven and earth. The 12 Titans who guard Amphorius.
Stop fooling around, March. Come on out.
What? I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphorius.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more casual and laid back.
As expected, I can't hide anything from Himeko and Mr. Yang. Well, long time no see. Guess I'm back?
We should be the ones to say that. Sorry for keeping you waiting. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. If I went all out, I could summon way more of them. Thanks to her, we all turned into Titans in the New World. Sure, we can take on humanoid forms, but it feels off.
How intriguing. So what does she look like now?
It can't be a raccoon with a baseball bat, I suppose.
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. Follow the prophecy's guidance and come to Dawncloud. She looks way more majestic now than she used to.
Very grateful. What's a teaching this?
Unbelievable. All the residents of the Holy City have gathered here.
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage. The people's expressions are resolute, devout, as if waiting for a miracle to descend.
That colossal deity is her. She has become the pillar of the world.
Surprisingly authentic. Being this serious is quite unlike her usual style.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the call of the prophecy and come to witness her awakening. Our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphorius's destiny.
Awakening? Has she fallen into slumber?
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time dilation between inside and outside the scepter, this was the only way we could wait for everyone. Time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the Trailblaze steps into Amphorius once more, the slumbering deliverer shall awaken. And then, bring the prophecy of tomorrow to this world. Come on, everyone. Let's get closer to her. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy changes this world.
Oh, it seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of her transformed into a towering Tathalov. Could it be?
No way. That was just a nice dreamscape. Ugh, at least nice for her.
If they are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world, perhaps they could guide a traveler still wandering among the stars.
Hey, since when did you get all pious? Her advice sounds pretty silly sometimes, you know.
The so-called fool and the world are merely a step apart.
Tree of reason, teaching us to find erudition amidst imperfection. Praise be to Electra, chalice of plenty, for you brew the ocean into sweet wine, dispelling nihility with every toast at the feast. Praise be to Hyacinthia, eye of twilight, for the rainbow you cast turned the light of both dawn and dusk into the glimmer of preservation. Praise be to Cyphera, coin of whimsy, For your every flip reflects the possibilities of destiny, letting the tricks of elation illuminate the path to dawn.
That's cool, yeah.
Praise be
Telling us which paths are aligned to which
of
ones.
fury, for you are the strife that pierces through hatred and cruelty, and the eternal glory of the hunt. Praise be to Castorus, hand of shadow, for you gently ferry the crossing of death, so that it is no longer an end in equilibrium, but a peaceful journey home. Praise be to Dan Heng, pillar of stone, for you are a mountain range and the backbone of permanence. Your silent form paves our path across the earth. Praise be to March 7th, Veil of Evernight, for you safeguard time for us, weaving remembrance into stars, to be embroidered upon a boundless dress.
That's all? I mean, I missed the first half. Mission not to get too close because I'm gonna end my stream soon. Well, definitely hopefully looking like to try and do more of this. Wait, what? Is this a new map? How is this a new map? Oh. Okay, it's an instance map, that's why. Alright, so I'm gonna end my stream here and hop back in later tonight to witness my awakening. So, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all later tonight, hopefully. Bye.